Have you ever tried to stream a 4K movie on a Nokia 3310? The iconic breakthrough phone from the 90s. You can't. The content is out there, all over the web. But this device, its hardware, its firmware, its ancient software, it just can't process it. It wasn't built for that reality. What if I told you that humanity's search for the real Jesus is failing for the exact same reason? We're trying to access a cosmic, high-definition spiritual reality using an outdated operating system. Our intellect is like the software on that old phone, powerful for its time, but utterly incapable of downloading the truth about the risen Christ. Stick with me, and I'll show you why the search for the historical Jesus is like running a 411 directory search on a Nokia 3310. And I'll reveal the shocking spiritual upgrade required to finally connect to the living Christ. Our source for this, it's called the Fifth Gospel, data recovered from the Akashic Record. Think of the Akashic Record as the ultimate cosmic server. The entire internet, just a tiny physical copy of this. Every thought, every event, every vibration that has ever occurred, stored there forever. But you can't just Google it. You need the right access credentials, a highly upgraded consciousness. Our normal mind? It's like a web browser on that old Nokia. It can't even load the page. So when modern theology uses its intellectual browser to search for historical_Jesus.exe, it gets a single, devastating error message from the server. He whom you seek is not to be found here. The file isn't missing. You're using the wrong protocol. You're searching for a man who lived and died in the past. But the being you're actually looking for, the risen Christ, exists in a completely different format, in the present. So, where is he? The Fifth Gospel reveals this. After the resurrection, Christ didn't upload himself to some distant celestial server. He did something far more profound. He merged with the Earth's local network. He entered the planet's spiritual aura, its very own Wi-Fi field. And here's the key to the entire upgrade. On the cross, a fundamental change was made to the network itself. Christ's blood, it wasn't just lost. The text says it was etherized. Think of it like this. Your physical body is the hardware, the phone in your hand. Your etheric body is the firmware, the invisible connection to the cellular and internet network. It's what gives the hardware life and connectivity. Your astral body is the software. It runs your emotions, your personality, your user interface on life. On Golgotha, Christ's etherized blood created a permanent, living firmware update for the entire planet. It was injected directly into the Earth's network, into its etheric aura. This new firmware is the Christ Impulse, and it's now available for download by every human device. This is why looking for a historical man is pointless. He's not a saved file in the past. He's a living, active process, running on the network right now. The era of running on our old, default human firmware is over. The Fifth Gospel says, We must now consciously download the update. We have to shift from our intellectual analog software, which is all about atoms, molecules, and numbers, and connect to the new etheric Christ firmware and software. It's the spiritual quantum upgrade. This is what it means to develop spiritual sight. It is moving from analog to digital. It's not about seeing ghosts. It's about upgrading your device's operating system until it can finally perceive the rich, high-definition spiritual reality that has been here all along. People will no longer say, "I believe." They will say, "I am connected. I have seen the signal." So the search isn't over. It's just beginning. From a new location, you don't need to dig through history. You need to check your connection. You need to reboot your search. From a quiet moment, from a question asked not with judgment, but with a genuine desire to connect, you are initiating the download of the new software and firmware. The question is no longer, what do you believe about the past? The question is your device ready to connect to the network that it's already inside? Remember, the truth isn't a file to be found. It's a network to join.